Hey, welcome back to EdTech. Today I'll be teaching you all about the for in loop in JavaScript. This is pretty simple. Usually this is done for objects and arrays, but mainly for objects. Now I will show you what is an object and how it is done. So without wasting much time, let's get started as quickly as possible. Okay, so let's consider an object and I call it a variable person. Now object is basically a variable which has the properties of an object. Like, objects have properties like name, age, experience, country, color, material, anything depending on lifeless object or life object. Like a tree would have how many branches, for example, which country, what is the name, things like that. Like, for example, a table, what material is it, where is it made, date of manufacture. For a person, a first name, surname, or just full name, and age, experience, country, nationality, all these are properties, right? So let's consider a person as an object which has these properties. Okay. Let's say I'm calling it like full name, F name. You can call it full name or F or whatever short name, full name. Yeah. So this is a property. In this case, we are considering is full name, and then an object will have a property and it will have a value. What is the value? The name, right? So let me call it Peter. Yeah, so this is Peter Smith. Like, I'm just imagining this could be one of the names. I'm just using one name for easy understanding. Okay, what other property can it have? Like, okay, I'm just using one more country. Like, I want to know property like country. So which country does he hail from? Country. Yeah, let's make it quick and short. So country, let's say United States. So this is one object, right? So if he has a full name and he has a country name, it could go on to include as many properties as possible. I'm just considering these two properties. Yeah, and then what happens in for in loop is it will loop through all the properties in this object. That is, the object is person. So it will loop through all the properties, which is here in this case the full name and the country. Yeah, and then it will give you the result. So let's do it. For, and then the parenthesis and variable prop. So this is a property, yeah, which will be looping through in what? In the object. What's the object? Person. As simple as that. So for looping through the properties, that's how you read it. For looping through the properties, so we call it variable property in the object. And what is the object? It is person. So for in, that's how you get the for in, right? So you can understand that way. And then just you can do document.write or console log. I prefer console log just to check the result of the looping. Console log. Okay, now how do you arrive at the property of the object? Yeah, so that is, object is person, and then remember the bracket notation. Yeah, the square bracket notation, property, because here you are calling it prop, right? So in JavaScript, if you want to reach or access something which belongs to the object, like in this case it's property which belongs to the object person, then you use that particular property that you want to access within the square brackets. I haven't exactly taught you about that, but I've been mentioning that in some lessons. So it's done this way, quite easy, and then you finish it off. Yeah, semicolon. Okay, let's check out the result. Yeah, there you got. Full name is Peter Smith. Country, United States. Had I given more properties, all of that would have been come out. All of that would have come out in the outcome or the result or the output. Okay, so this was for objects. So you can practice this for different objects. It could be a table, it could be tree, flower. Think of any objects, and then I want you to practice. Yeah, then this is for objects. You can sometimes use it for arrays. Mostly used for objects, but you can use it also for arrays like variable fruits. Variable fruits. So this is an array, mind you. So I'm like considering some fruits like apple, then guava, and then let's say one more to make it easy, orange. Yeah. So this is it, my fruits array. Then I want to loop through this. Yeah. So how do I loop? For variable I. So here it's the index variable that I am looping through in fruits, because fruits is my array name. Yeah. So I have to mention that, and then the curly brackets. Yeah. So now I want to console log to see the result. Console log. What is it? What is the name of the object? Array fruits. And what do I want to access? The I. Here I, because if I access the I value, that is the index, then I can basically search out all the items. I can extract all the items. It's not a very good idea to extract items using the for in loop, but for arrays, mostly it's used for objects, because when you use the index value, sometimes the order may not come. But here it's a simple example, so it's okay. So remember, this is mostly used on objects. Okay, but never mind. Nevertheless, I'll just show you this example. So sorry about that. Console.log what? So that is the array first. The name of the array is fruits, and then I use the bracket notation for I, and that's it. Okay, there you go. You have been able to access all the fruits: apple, guava, orange. Oh, sorry. By mistake, I did the console log 2 times. I've already done it inside. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, check out the result. There you go, apple, guava, orange. And what was our array? Apple, guava, orange. So we can use it on array to extract the items, and we can use it on object, but most preferably, remember, this for in loop is used on objects. You cannot go wrong in that. Yeah, because in array, sometimes the index array, the index order may not come out to be in the same order. Unless if you're not bothered about that, it's okay. But in this case, we've used few elements, so it's okay. Few items, so it's okay. Okay. So remember the for in loop, what exactly it is? For looping through the properties of an object. Yeah, that's a definition. For looping through all the properties in the object, and then after that you access that property of the object, yeah, inside the loop, and then you extract it. And how you do the when you're accessing the property of the object, remember to use the bracket notation like I've shown here. So that's about it. If you've not yet subscribed to my lesson, for more beginner level tutorials from beginner to advanced, please make sure, if you want to learn it thoroughly right from scratch, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and also do remember to press the notification, the personal notification bell button, so that you are notified immediately and you don't miss out on any one of my lessons. And for those who are already subscribed and helped me in my coding journey and lessons, thanks, a big thanks, and wish you a Merry Christmas. But of course, I think I'll be catching up with you with one more lesson, hopefully before the Christmas. And stay safe, stay subscribed. See you in my next lesson. Bye.